Twitter. Flash Player being expired in December of 2020, so websites like Miniclip, Newgrounds, and Congregate just going out of date. These are people's childhoods that have just been ripped away. Twitch, with their unreliable banning policies favouring some streamers over others with no reasoning behind it. It's just wrong. The right to repair movement is not necessarily an internet thing, but people should have the right to fix their own stuff if they want to. Hello, I am Tafalb, and welcome to my first video. Today I'll be giving my opinion on what is bloody wrong with the internet. So feel free to subscribe, like, and turn on notifications. Also drop a comment on how you think the internet is messed up today. So we'll start off with Reddit, because these robot Reddit channels really start to annoy me. So what they do is they go on Reddit and they go on quite a popular subreddit, maybe entitled Parents. And what they do is they just go on hot, new, whatever, they go on there and they copy and paste the script into just, into a robot that speaks for them. So channels like Storytime with Reddit or Reddit and Chill, which were the top search results when I searched it. All it does is just then the robot reads them and then they get, they get views. They're earning from copying and pasting. And it's just wrong. These channels just shouldn't be around. If I was going to recommend a good channel, it would be r slash. It's a guy that properly reads out everything, really nice voice, and properly gives his opinion on the subjects. But whereas these other channels, they're just copying and pasting with robots. It really infuriates me. They shouldn't just be copying and pasting everything. Like, imagine if some of the bigger YouTubers would just copy and paste their stuff from other channels. And it's happened in the past when people have copied other people's ideas and opinions. Where do they end up? They end up on Drama Alert. But then these, because they're quite small and there's so many of them, they're just flooding the market with the same story, with the same voice, and it's just hell. Trump and coronavirus. Not even going to say anything, just the title of the video, and this statement just explains itself. Someone's fucked up. Next, we just have advertising in general. I look on the Wikipedia page. In September 2018, advertising market was estimated worth about 111 billion. Advertising is just people transferring money around each other in a circle. You got those, those terrible little apps that they advertise each other on, those fake IO games that are all they're just all bots, and you're not actually playing multiplayer. Everything is just a scam when it comes to advertising mainly. But yet there's so much money involved, and oh my god, it annoys me. Because how can people even get away with this? Because 111 billion are just being, you know, shared between person to person. Nothing's really being spent, and just what is going on? I want to know you guys' opinion on this, because I know everyone's downloaded those at least once. Those fake apps where the second you open it, advertise the next app, and then people have probably fallen for that download, and it's just been a constant download. It's hell, because you download these, then eventually one of these apps will convince you, oh, you need to spend some money on to get this upgrade, or to you like it so much that you don't want to have ads, so you pay for no ads, and they are earning so much money of us just being lazy and being manipulated. It's hell. Oh my fucking god. 5 minute crafts. See, everyone's got their opinions on these, and everyone has watched at least a few videos of this, whether on what media platform it is: Snapchat, Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, Reddit. Everyone has seen a 5 minute crafts video, and they are so fake. And in times they have actually caused people to hurt themselves or others. This draws back to my point that everyone online just lies to themselves, and we all know it, but no one speaks out about it. No one tries to fix these things. They only try and fix them when the problem has already happened. No one preemptively thinks, how can we do to fix future issues? And I think we've definitely got to turn the mindset of thinking and just reacting to what happens towards trying to think about what could happen next. But that's just my opinion. Next, we got 123 Movies, or any of those illegal video streaming websites, such as Putlocker, F Movies, Popcorn Film, Movie4K.to. Like, from their point of view, they're doing their civic duty because movie companies have been overpricing everything for years. So they're just giving back to the people. They're being the internet version of Robin Hood, is what they're trying to portray themselves as. But of course, we all know that they advertise illegal services, try and get you to download malicious hardware. So everyone's just looking out for themselves. And on top of that, I think the internet as a whole, we've been a little bit too careful at the moment. Like, we've been very much leaning towards the internet's got to be safer, the internet's got to be this. But the truth is, anyone can do what they want, so the false sense of security is just not going to give anyone any good. It's like the TSA in America. Like, a good video that I watched a while ago was the Adam Ruins Everything episode on the TSA. And it's talking about false senses of security. Yes, it puts your mind at ease, but in the long term, it doesn't really help the general public. So with websites like this, we think, oh my god, it's amazing, but the amount of times people get viruses just from downloading or misclicking a button is the worst thing ever. The next topic that I'd like to discuss is data security. Because so many people know that whenever you put anything online, it's going to stay around there forever. It used to be that a lot of information online was kept for 8 years, but I think we all know now that anything on there is going to stay forever. Of course, back in 1998, you had the Data Protection Act, the first one of its kind, to just protect your personal data, but then the wording of that was flawed in today's standards. So of course they had to update it in 2018 to the new Data Protection Act. And of course it defends you in a certain way, but no one really cares because it's the internet. Everyone is a different person when they go online. People feel more confident because they're just behind a screen, and most people, they've been scammed, catfished, whatever. There really needs to be a better enforcement of just keeping everyone's data secure. Like most people have a Facebook, and there was that thing a few years ago about data, Facebook collecting people's data and then selling it to advertisers, which of course we all know what's doing. As soon as you enable cookies, companies know which website you've been to before and everything like that. Like, it is generally everyone knows everything about you. There's nothing you can hide online. And I think we need to take back our privacy when it comes to that. Of course, yes, there's VPNs, but then even people have been thinking maybe the VPN companies are in on it. At this point, we're getting into conspiracy theories, but truth is, we never know. I think we need possibly an end user, from our point of view, from our hardware, a safe way of doing that. And finally, on a more positive note, we got YouTube drama channels like Drama Alert and Scarce, of course, two of the major big ones. Because even though they're trying to act, or in a sense copying what mainstream media does, which is of course news, they definitely give a lot more personal feel and a lot better reactions when it comes to the topics that's going on within the community. And I feel like TV and newspapers, and of course all the old-fashioned mainstream media, they definitely have a bias towards online content and everything. Of course, they try and come over to here, to the platforms where they know the new audiences will be, but they just don't really understand the community that we have going on. So hopefully, and what I'm thinking of is in a few years, we definitely have a lot more people from the demographic go into those lines of work, and we'll see definitely just media as a whole evolve to quite a new sense, which will be very interesting to look at. Thank you so much for listening to my video. So feel free to once again subscribe, like, and turn on notifications, as it will greatly help my channel. See you in the next episode.